After I left the Jehovah's Witness organization, I figured if this is the best religion in the world, where am I to go? I'm newly married. I'm out of that religion, but I still have a lot of that poison inside me. And my wife, my new wife, is like, well, I still want to go to church. I know you don't really want to bother with church. I don't mind going to church. I don't want to go to that stuff again, but yeah, we can check it out. So we went around church after church after church. None of them seemed to fit. And I wasn't really gung ho about starting up religion again, but my wife was very religious, and I figured why not? I love my wife, want her happy. I want to be happy too. So we went looking. Even though we looked and looked and looked, I just started losing hope that we're not going to find a church that's going to be right for us, which is kind of weird because shouldn't all churches be, if you're a Christian, no matter which church you go to, shouldn't it still be Jesus? I thought that. That ain't the way it really turned out for us, at least not the way I see it. So we went to another church and another church, one in McKinney, Texas. We went all over and we just could not find a church that felt like it would work. Even my wife was getting discouraged. She's like, wow, we can't seem to find a church that really fits. And I'm like, yeah, kind of a little relieved because at this point now I'm tired of looking and maybe this is a sign that we don't need to be going to church. But it wasn't a sign. I was just tired of looking. We got one Sunday morning, just keep looking, checked and checked, church after church, church after church. None of them fit. We went to Bentry. We went to another church out there somewhere up in Dallas. It was like we went to Potter's house, which was a huge mistake. That's a whole video in itself. And we finally went out there to South Lake, Texas. My wife had heard about a church out there. All right, let's check it out. We got up one Sunday morning and went out to South Lake, Texas, to a church called Gateway Church. All right, let's check. Let's see what it's about. Went in. The people seemed to be nice. Everybody was cordial. We started, yeah, maybe this will work. Okay, we can work with this. I did notice there wasn't a whole lot of brothers and sisters in there, but we still make it work. And that became an issue later, the whole race thing. Because in the beginning, it didn't feel like that. But as time went on, it began to feel like that more and more. But in the meantime, everything was good. We were coming to church, we were doing our thing, and we were joining groups. I say, man, this gateway thing, this is home. Matter of fact, the first day we were there, a guy came up and put his hand on our shoulder, and we looked up. How you doing, sir? How you guys doing? Welcome to church. I said, oh man, it's a friendly guy. Lo and behold, he was the guy that was the head preacher. We didn't even realize it. He was up there at the podium speaking, and I'm like, oh my God, that guy's the head preacher. Everybody was nice in the beginning. And it became a thing because some of these people they couldn't hide their racism. Be honest. There was racism in Gateway's church. Probably still is. But in the beginning, we just wanted to find God. And we thought we had found some good people. And we did find some good people. But one of the things I noticed about the church, there were immediately, if you open your eyes enough, there were cliques in the church. Like in everything. People have their little cliques and they stay with their group. I didn't like that part too much because it kind of reminded me of the witnesses because they were also cliquey, very cliquey. But it was one thing about the witnesses that was different from Gateway is that the racism in witnesses was there too. We went to a mixed congregation, but this church, Gateway Church, felt different, felt more raw, more hate. And I was like, man, I'm starting to get this little warning signs. Hey, man, not only are the brothers and sisters not here, but the few that are here, we're being treated like crap. Ah, man, just don't trip. Just enjoy the service. Be done with it. I was joining one group, joined another man's group, finally joined the cameras, working with the cameras. We were donating, making ties to the church. It was good. And I was like, man, maybe this is home, even though there's some racism here. It ain't everybody. Most of these old white guys. I don't know what it is about old white guys. Well, they're racist. That's the problem. So we kept going to church. Kids are joining little things in the children's church. Everything is good. Until I went to a man's retreat. And I went to this man's retreat. All these brothers up there. And I'm like, oh man, this is a great moment. We got all these spiritual men and they all going to help each other. Iron sharpens iron. And I'm like, yeah, this is it. Now there was a guy, the first day we were there, he was at another table. And a guy named Larry, he was working at our table. He was the leader of our table. He was a real nice guy all the way through. Well, whoever this other guy was, he was kind of jerkish, right? Always trying to look like he was doing a lot in the church, always see me, see me. I kind of stayed away from him because his whole spirit seemed off. But Larry had to be called to another table, and that guy took over our table. Can't stay away from him now. I'm going to have to deal with this guy. But he wasn't doing anything to me directly. So I let it go. The first day, it seemed off. The first day he was at our table as a leader, he seemed like he was bothered by something. Now I'm the only black guy sitting at our table. And this guy, like the rest of them, are all white. That was the first meeting. No problem. Went off without a hitch. But then the second meeting, a week later, we're sitting there, everybody getting their Bibles out. We're listening, to the other guys at the tables. We all starting to come together. And right there at the very beginning, he started acting indifferent. And he was kind of iffy, like moody a little bit. And I kept greeting, oh man, this guy, whatever this guy is going through, he ain't gonna drag me into that crap. But he did. He really did. So right about the end of the meeting, it was only an hour meeting, about maybe 10 minutes before the meeting ended. And we're all sitting at the table, and he pointed at me across the table. And he said, hey, he pointed at me, and I looked up, and he said, you got a demon in you. And I'm like, what? He said, yeah, you got a demon in you. I'm like, what are you talking about, man? God told me you got a demon in you. Okay, what? Yeah, you got a demon in you. Okay, well, what am I doing or have done that make you think I got a demon in me? I don't know about all that. I know you got a demon in you. Okay, we got that. You said that multiple times. What am I doing that make you think I got a demon in me? You do. You just got a demon in you. So you're not going to tell me? And no one else at the table said a word. I say, well, brother, I don't know why well, God told me you got a demon in you. Okay, you made that clear. But what am I doing or have done that make you think I got a demon in me? You do. You got a demon in you. And the meeting ended. Everybody said a prayer. And I walked away stunned, definitely attacked. I'm like, what is this guy talking about? So I went to my car, and the guy, Larry, who was table leader before, he saw me going to my car. He said, "Hey, Joe." Hey, Larry. He said, "What's wrong?" I said, "Oh, man, because I wear my feelings on my sleeve." I said, "No, I'm good." "No, what's going on, man?" Ah, nah, I don't want to talk about it. What? Joe, come on, sit down in the car with me for a minute. Larry, I don't want to make no big deal of it, man. No, come on, Joe, let's talk about it. And I told Larry, the guy said I had a demon in me. Did he ask me, did he tell you why he thought that? He told me God told him that I have a demon in me. Wow. Hey, man, don't worry about it. You know, some people, man. No, Jody. No, we can't let that go, man. That guy can't just attack you at the table like that. We're here to upbuild each other. We're not here to tear each other down. Yeah, Larry, just let it go, man. You know, I shouldn't even say that. No, I'm glad you did. I'm gonna talk to some other people and I'll let you know what I find out. Hey, Larry, don't worry about it. No, I'm gonna do it, Joe. And he did. So he talked to another elder. Larry wasn't an elder, but he talked to an elder. And the elder just said, "Well, we need to meet." So Larry said, "The elder want to meet with you guys." Oh man, I really didn't want it to get to this point because I don't think the guy's gonna admit that he said it. And he didn't. Larry said, "Well, let's see." So we met at a coffee shop right there in South Lake. And the guy came with his Bible, trying to look like he was so righteous. And the elder said, "Well, you mind telling me what happened?" I said, "Yeah, you know, a week or so ago, this guy just reached across the table, pointed at me, and said, 'God told him I got a demon in me.'" He said that. Yeah, you know why? He said, I don't know. I even asked him over and over, "What am I doing or have done that you think I got a demon in me?" He said God told him that. And the guy seated right there said, "I never said that." I'm like, "Yeah, no, yeah, you did, man. You said it. The other guys at the table, they heard it. You can ask." And the elder's like, "I don't want to get anyone else involved." I said, "Well, they already involved because they heard him." "Well, I never said it." "Man, you said it, man. You said it." "No, I don't remember saying that. I would remember that." "Yeah, you definitely said it." And he was like, "Well, as I said, I don't even know why I'm here. I guess I'm here to, face this accusation." I said, "Accusation? Man, you called me. You said I got a demon in me." I never said. I said, "Man, look, okay. Obviously, we're not getting anywhere with this guy, so I'm just gonna just let it go." And others said, "No, we can talk about it." And I said, "No, we already talked about it. He said he didn't say it. What else can I do? I'm done." He said, "Well, can you guys at least can we pray?" I said, "Yeah, I don't have no problem praying." So he prayed. He said, "Can you guys shake hands? Leave it like that?" Yeah, I don't have no problem shaking hands. This guy didn't want to shake hands, but he did. And when the elder turned around, as I was shaking this guy's hand, he pulled me close and said, "I'm sorry I said you got a demon in you." And I'm like, wow. I want to say, hey, man, he just said it. He just said it again. He admitted it. But I didn't. I was so done. I had another experience at church that pushed me away from God, did not bring me close, because that's all that was about. People looking for self-importance, to being the thing in the church to go to, and being a pastor's pet. I wasn't down for all that. I was just trying to learn about God. And I got attacked as I did in other churches, as my mother did when I was 9 years old and had to face being humiliated because all she had to give was $5. This is the reason why I say subscribe and join the tribe, because we need people looking out for each other. Those guys at that table didn't look out for me. Larry did. And he got that stuff started, but the guy never admitted it. So if you know, got some problems at church, hopefully you'll have someone you can talk to. someone that can hear you beyond God. Some man or woman can hear your pleas for help. You know where you are. You're at Pelly's Corner. We try to keep it real. These stories are real. And I pray that you never, ever be humiliated, hassled, bothered, picked on. I'm not a victim. I'm just telling you my story. And if you experience something like what I went through, please leave your story, if you want to, in the comments. I'm really interested in seeing what you guys did to get through your stuff. Thank you guys for stopping by, and I'll see you in the next video.